Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Rainbow Children of the Light. If you're new here, I'm Heather, and I support parents understand their children beyond what is seen or spoken. And today we're diving into something really special. 3 simple ways you can begin to connect with your child's higher self. Because the truth is, your child's higher self already knows exactly what they need, why they're experiencing certain things, and how to best support them. And, we're just learning how to listen, basically. So, before we begin, let's just get into actually what this all means. So, your child's higher self is the wise, loving, eternal part of them, their higher aspect of their soul. It holds a bird's eye view of their life, of their purpose, their lessons, their gifts, and what they need in this very moment. So it's the part of your child that understands the deeper reason behind their emotions and behaviors and experiences. And really the beautiful thing is that it can often articulate what your child can't yet put into words. So why would we want to connect with our child's higher self? Because as parents, we're often trying to understand what's going on beneath the surface. It's, why is my child acting this way? What are they feeling? And how can I best support them? And sometimes there is just no logical answer or reason. And that's where your child's higher self comes in. So their higher self can give you access to a deeper layer of insight. It can help you move beyond reacting into understanding and also support you in responding in a way that truly meets your child where they're at. So instead of trying 10 different strategies to receive clear, aligned guidance, instead of feeling unsure, you feel more confident and in your ability in your parenting. And over time, it creates more harmony in your home, a deeper connection between you and your child, and a sense of peace knowing that you are guided. You're not doing this all alone. And the most important thing to remember is you don't need to be psychic or have special gifts to do this. You just need openness, trust, and a willing to listen. The first and most powerful step is intention. So the connection doesn't have to be complicated. It begins the moment you decide to connect. So you might say something simple like, I'm open to receiving guidance from my child's higher self. Show me how I can best support my child right now. And that's it. You're opening an energetic doorway. So I always say intention is like sending out an invitation. As your child's higher self they'll meet you there. So you don't need to sit in meditation for an hour. This can happen when you are in the shower or driving or folding washing. It's really just about gently opening that space. And the second way is through signs. So once you have set your intention, your child's higher self begins to communicate. But it's not always in words. It might look like a sudden knowing or a thought that drops into your head. It could be a repeated message that you hear from a podcast, a friend, a social media post. It might be a feeling in your body, even something that your child says or does that suddenly clicks. So it's really subtle, but can actually be really powerful. I remember when I used to get so frustrated over my daughter's inability to control her outbursts. Before she had time to process something, she would be lying flat on the floor, tears spilling out, wailing, and using end extremes like, I never, or I always, or she never. And I would feel this anger bubble up and, just bubble up inside me and getting ready to react. Why can't she handle these simple knocks? And now I have a very different approach. I just let it all happen so she moves it out of her system. And then we hug. And once she's calm, we then talk about what the issue was, what she felt, and how we can solve it, and what would be a better way of handling it next time. So you might be feeling frustrated about a certain behavior, and then suddenly you get this thought like, oh, actually, they're feeling really overwhelmed. And in that moment, everything can shift. That's guidance. And that's really powerful. That is just what we're wanting to receive. And when we do receive that, acknowledging it, that it is something higher than where we are now. And that is so powerful in embracing and guiding our children. So the third step is receiving messages. So this is where trust comes in, because often the first thing you receive is the guidance. But then we question it. We think, oh, is that just me making it up? Or oh, dismiss that feeling. And this is where I gently invite you to lean in instead of pulling away. So your child's higher self can communicate with love and clarity and simplicity. So it might sound something like they need more rest, slow down, they're seeking connection, not discipline. And the more you trust what comes through, the stronger that connection becomes. So if you're starting this practice, just keeping it really simple. The next time something comes up with your child, pause, take a deep breath, and ask, what is my child's higher self wanting me to know right now? And just listen. So there's no forcing it, no pressure. Just be willing to receive an answer in any way. And this can be such a beautiful way to move from reacting to deeply understanding your child. And over time, it creates more peace, more connection, and more trust in yourself as a parent and with the bond of your child, because they are picking up on your energy. And the more we react to their behavior, the more they react to our energy. So if we can lead from a place of peace, of calm, of acceptance, they are more likely to have those emotions, move through them, dissipate them, and be willing to work with you on how it can be handled better next time, or what can be done next time, or whether they can communicate whether they're hungry or tired next time. So I hope this resonated with you, and I would love to hear in the comments if you have anything that you would like to share or ask any questions, or come in and join my free Facebook community, Rainbow Children of the Light. It is a community space for like-minded spiritual mums. All the links are in the description below, and I'm sending you so much love to you and your child, and I'll see you in the next video.